Hello, hello, guys.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, Caesar. Man, I am very happy to see you here. Very, very happy.
Yeah, me too. I'm happy.
Yes, of course. So we have a new topic that probably is interesting for you because we are checking structure, formula, and everything.
O-
Right?
Okay, teacher.
So okay, let's go through the lines. Look at this. Please give a read, Caesar, because we have in a moment we are going to introduce you to the group, but I want you to read the topic that we are checking in this moment. Uh-huh. I want you to contrast conditionals. We are checking the conditionals in two different forms. Okay? Do you
Okay.
know the difference between conditional number one and conditional number two?
Yeah, I remember that.
What is the difference?
For example, conditional one I use when exists consequence or real consequence,
Okay.
and conditional two I use when exist
When there is.
probability, where is exist
No, when there is.
when there is exist.
There is substitute exists.
Okay, when there is a probability for consequence or imaginary.
Interesting. Okay. Can you give us an example of conditional number two different to conditional number one? Like an imaginary situation versus a true situation?
Okay, tomorrow I will go to gym,
Yes.
and conditional two, tomorrow I will um, win the lottery.
Okay, wrong. There is something very, very important that you didn't use. Precisely the condition is the connector if. And that's the most important part of the conditional, the condition, you know?
Okay.
If something happens, there is a consequence.
Oh yeah, I remember because it's imaginary situation.
Exactly. Yeah. Sometimes it can be imaginary, and sometimes it's true consequence.
Yeah, because when I use can, will, and may, um, for example, I today I go to the gym.
Mhm.
If I can
Mhm.
um, take a break tomorrow.
Tomorrow I go to the gym. If I can take a break tomorrow, I don't understand.
Yeah, for example, today I go to the gym.
Okay.
The consequence is
Mhm.
tomorrow don't uh will did will didn't go to the
To the
gym.
gym. Okay, watch out.
I
Didn't
take
is past.
because do.
Okay. So okay. I am super confused in the times because are we speaking in future, in past? I don't understand the time. One more time.
Okay. Today I go to the gym.
Today I go to the gym. Okay. Is that a plan, a promise, a routine, or what is this?
A routine.
A routine. Then is correct. And after that,
If I will
okay.
take a break tomorrow.
Okay. That's a consequence of going to the gym today?
Yeah, because I need it. I need the break.
Okay. So connect the two ideas using if.
Okay. Is repetition. Today I go to the gym. If tomorrow I will take a break.
That is incorrect. Because you cannot say if tomorrow I will, you know?
Yeah, tomorrow
And
is omitted.
no, 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 no. You cannot say if I will. Will is a promise or a plan. No, a promise. A promise or a prediction. And
Okay.
if is a condition. The condition, so the prediction is true. So you need to separate the two concepts because they are independent from each other. If is a condition for number two, for part two. Part one is a condition for part two.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I need use conditional too in the second sentence.
I repeat. You need to separate the two concepts. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Part one is a condition for part two. The
Okay.
first sentence is a condition for the second sentence.
Okay.
The first sentence is the if, and the second sentence is the consequence, the will.
Yeah.
So you cannot say if I will, because you are putting together contradiction information. If this is a condition and will is a consequence, so I don't understand. You know, you need to
Yeah.
separate. Try to build your condition again.
Okay. Today I go to the gym.
What's the condition? So tomorrow you can rest.
Um, that I today I go the
That
gym.
today I go to the gym. This is your condition. Use the conditional
Um,
connector for condition.
if
Exactly. So idea number one.
today I go to
Condition number one at part one.
my conditional.
The idea is incomplete. Condition
Okay.
number one.
If I go to the gym
If I go to the gym, when?
today.
Today. Correct.
Okay. 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 If I go to the gym today, if I may,
Okay, why are you repeating if?
no. Sorry. Don't repeat because no, I'm repeat because I needed the connector.
Why?
Because I have two sentences, different sentences.
And the connector is in idea number one.
Okay, it's not necessary for connect two sentences. The
Just
other
understand what is if. What is if in Spanish?
sí,
Uh-huh. So how many times do you say sí?
Okay, I understand.
Only one? It's not necessary to repeat.
Okay. If I go to the gym today,
Mhm.
tomorrow I will take a break.
Watch out. Okay, now the formula is fantastic, it's great, but now you need to check the difference between would, could, and might versus can, will, and may.
Yeah,
If you go to the gym today, the consequence is true or is an imaginary consequence?
it's true consequence.
It's true. So you cannot use would.
Oh, okay. I need,
Would is imaginary.
yeah,
What is the auxiliary for consequences and predictions in the future?
will.
You see? Complete idea.
Yeah. If I go to the gym today, tomorrow I will take a break.
Yes, sir. That is the example. If I go to the gym today, tomorrow I will take a break. Now you understand the condition?
Yeah,
Do you understand part one and part two?
of course.
Well, that's important because in the conditional number two, things change. In conditional number two, now you need the verb in past. Okay?
Okay.
The first idea needs the verb in past. So for that, we are going to use an example from a different person. Okay? Help, who can make an example, guys, of an alternate reality in the future, an imaginary situation. Give me a conditional for an imaginary situation, guys. Hello, Charlie. Hello, Benji. Hello, Lau. Hello, Isti. You can tell me an example.
Okay, I start.
Yes, of course, Charlie. Action.
Okay, if I I don't how do you say conseguir?
Get.
If I don't if I don't get um how do you say cliente?
Customer.
Customer. If I don't get customer the next month,
Uh-huh.
I will not um, take a job. No,
Probably. Yes. I will
um,
not take a job.
I will not get a job.
Perfect. Okay, that's possible. But you know what, Charlie? This is a true consequence. This is conditional number one.
Yeah,
This is not imaginary. I need an imaginary example.
edge station. Okay,
Mhm.
okay. If I when in the same context, if I no if I was get a customer, I would
Okay.
I would get a job in
Okay.
uh,
Watch out. Okay. The now the formula is different, grammatically is different. Good. But the it doesn't match the context because you say the same, no? You
yeah.
say, if I don't get a client or a customer, I will not have a job, no? You cannot adapt the same context in the conditional number two because conditional number two is a different situation.
Yeah.
You need to change the situation.
Okay. Again, another example.
Yes, of course. And it's necessary imaginary.
Okay. Um, if I was study English, I will be uh, begin. No, maybe I will uh, get best job.
Nice, okay. That was a very good, eh? Now watch out. Was is a verb and study is a verb. Select your verb. You have independent verbs. Only one.
Okay. If I studied, I studied.
Exactly. The verb in past. Very good. Complete.
If I studied English for a long time, I, w- I will be get the best job.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. That's an example, man. Very good, Charlie. That's the difference between conditional number one and conditional number two. The situation. You see? Yes, the grammatical difference is normal. The grammar, the formula is different, but the situation is the most important part. Uh-huh. The different situations. One is true, the other is imaginary. Okay? Good job. Be careful with was, Charlie, because was is independent. Was is the verb to be. This is an independent verb. Mhm. But very good. Very good.
Okay, thank you.
Nice. Let's continue now with este. Contrast a true situation versus an imaginary situation.
Conditional two?
Both.
Both?
First, a real situation, and after that, an imaginary situation. One and one.
One and one. Conditional one. If I stay at home tonight,
Mhm.
I will watch um, some movie.
Good. Okay.
Conditional two. If I won the lottery, I could travel around Europe.
Oh, very nice. That's a good example. Pronunciation. You pronounce like this. Mhm.
Oh,
I know.
Europe,
Pronunciation. How do you
Europe.
pronounce the symbol? Oh no. This symbol over here.
Uh,
Yeah. You.
up,
Right.
Europe, Europe,
Excellent.
Europe. If I won the lottery, I could travel around Europe.
Very good. That sounds very good. Much, much better, guys. Conditional one versus conditional two. What about Laurita? Make a true consequence.
Mm, to consequence. If I play tennis,
Mhm.
I will win. Um, uh, I who I win. Why? Who is? Who do you say? No, how do you say trofeo?
Oh, that is pronunciation.
Trophy. Trophy.
Oh,
Trophy.
show.
Trophy.
Exactly.
Trophy.
Trophy.
Mm-hmm.
If
This
I
trophy.
play, trophy. Okay. If I play tennis, I will win a trophy.
Very good. That is a true consequence.
Yes.
What would you do if you won a trophy? Imaginary situation.
Imagine. If I won trophy,
Mhm.
I would be happy.
Yeah, excellent. What a great, great example, Laurita.
Okay.
Very good. Finally, Benji gave a true consequence and after that, an imaginary situation.
In- if I if in this moment I receive a call for my mother,
Mhm.
uh, in a situation of an
Okay.
if I receive a call from my mom for a situation of emergency,
Yes.
uh, I will go with his
With her. Her is
with
feminine.
her. Sorry. I will go
Okay.
with her.
Can you repeat your idea again?
If I receive um, if I receive a call of my mom
Mhm.
uh, for a situation of emergency,
Okay.
uh, I will go with her.
Mm, okay. That's definitely a true consequence. I will go with her in this case. Good. And what would you do if you what would you do if you see um what? What would you do if you saw, sorry, very, very fast, if you saw a criminal in the street?
Mm. If I saw a criminal on the street, uh, um, mm, if I saw if I saw a criminal on the street, I
Mhm.
will run immediately.
Immediately, excellent. Very good. Very, very good application. Right? This is the inspiration for Caesar. Caesar, your turn to give an imaginary situation, guys.
Okay, teacher. Imaginary situation.
Yes.
Hmm, if I run
Mhm.
in the Olympic,
Okay. Olympics. The
Olympics.
event is the Olympics.
Okay. If I run in the Olympics, I could
Mhm.
win a golden medal.
I could win a golden medal. Okay. Do you run a lot?
No, it's imaginary, teacher.
It's very imaginary.
Very, very.
Okay. Well, okay. I mean, the imaginary thing doesn't need to be super imaginary. It can be partially true, you know. But that was a good exercise. Okay. Something you need to remember is when you use the verb to be. Okay. The verb to be in past. What is the verb to be in past? Caesar.
Was where?
Was where. When you use the conditional to, you don't use was, okay?
Okay.
So what is the other?
Where?
Yes. If I were rich.
Okay.
If I were a YouTuber. If I were a woman. You know?
Okay.
That's the secret of our second conditional, and it's very important to mentalize the formula, the verb, the correct form of the verb, present or past, alternate. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Very good, guys. Well, in this moment, we are going to learn new vocabulary. New vocabulary. Watch this, people. How do you pronounce this word? The pronunciation is as follows. Tell me, hello, Janice. Are you there, Janice? Yes. Janice, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Perfect. Let's read this connector. Help me with the pronunciation.
Unless.
Where is the stress, Janice?
And.
Uh-uh.
And.
No. Look at
Less.
this. Exactly. The strong syllable is less.
Okay.
Okay, so pronunciation again.
Unless.
Unless. Unless. Everybody repeat.
Unless.
Yeah.
Unless.
Excellent. Be careful, guys. It's not unless. No. Unless.
Unless.
Yeah.
Unless.
That's much better. Unless is a connector and is the contrary for if. Attention, is the contrary for if. Check this example, If you don't practice the piano every day, if you don't practice the piano every day, comma, I promise you won't improve. What is improve?
Mejorar.
But in English?
It's like pass exam.
But like pass the exam, probably, kinda. Improve is not similar to the exam. Who can tell me? What is the comparative for good?
Comparative.
What is the comparative for good? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Better.
Excellent, Laurita. So improve is similar to be
Better.
better
Uh,
or become better. Uh-huh. This is a real consequence. Do you agree with me? If you don't practice the piano every day, you won't improve. Negative and negative. If you observe, there are two negative parts in the sentence. Yes or no?
Yes, cool.
Well, this is where the word unless enter. The word unless is going to work very similarly to if. The difference is that you need a negative auxiliary in the second part. In part 2. Example. If you don't practice the piano, negative if,
unless.
good, unless. You don't practice the piano in positive form,
If you don't do practice the piano every day,
kinda. What is a positive form in a sentence in present?
If you practice.
Exactly. Eliminate if. If in negative?
Unless
Yes, complete.
you practice.
Unless you practice the piano every day, comma, you won't improve. Hashtag English. Easy or difficult? Okay, let's check. Let's see if it's super, super, super easy. You know? If I don't do exercise, I will get very fat. I repeat, if I don't do exercise, I will get very fat. Transform this idea to unless. Raúl,
Which idea?
I repeat my idea. If I don't do exercise, I will get very fat.
I don't understand the end sentence.
I repeat. If I don't do exercise, I will get very fat. I will get very fat.
Very fat.
Mhm.
Uh, unless you
exercise.
Mhm.
Mm, you want you want you want get very fat.
Okay, wait. The formula is tricky because unless is negative if, no? So the second part depends. Because look, unless you practice the piano every day, you won't. This is correct because this is a negative. Uh-huh. But in my case, if I don't do exercise, I will get fat. This is a consequence of not doing exercise, right? So it's super important the negative part one. Yes, the context of the situation. Unless I don't, or unless I positive. In my case, if I don't do exercise, what happens to me?
Yeah.
You will be very fat.
I will be very fat. And this is a consequence, no?
Yes.
If you change to unless, the consequence doesn't change. It's not negative because I
Yes.
will get very fat.
Mhm.
Do you understand, Raul?
So
Why? What's the question?
um, unless is contrary if, no,
No contrary. It's like negative. Negative if.
negative.
Let's say unless is similar to if not.
The example, the person no not change
Example.
unless unless uh, unless unless person exercise every day or no.
Unless the person exercise every day. Positive.
Uh,
Consequence.
you will well,
Exactly.
you will get very fat.
Exactly, man. Yes, that's
Okay.
correct. Yeah. Listen to this. When you are talking about conditionals in English, especially with unless, you need to consider that in English is similar to mathematics. Positive plus positive equals negative. No, positive plus positive equals positive.
Yes.
Negative plus positive equals negative. And negative equals positive. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. This is similar to mathematics, so check this out. Unless is negative. So the auxiliary in negative is not necessary. Uh-huh. With unless is similar to mathematics. So you need to think, okay, unless you practice the piano, you won't improve. Negative. If you practice the piano, you will improve. Positive. positive consequence.
Okay, teacher.
Difficult?
Practice more.
Practice more. Okay, so let's practice. Who has an idea? Who has an example? Who can tell me one? Anyone?
Unless you finish, you eat. No, unless you finish to food, you will watch TV.
Close. Close. Unless you eat your food, no? This is a negative idea. Because unless is negative.
Uh-huh.
What is the consequence if you don't finish your food?
That you won't
You
watch TV.
won't, exactly. So when you say unless, you cannot watch TV.
Okay.
Repetition.
Unless you unless you unless you end the food.
And the food, finish. Finish what?
Unless you finish the food, you won't watch TV.
Exactly. That sounds like English. Unless you don't finish, no, unless you finish the food, you won't watch TV, brother. It depends on the food.
It's
Interesting.
typical of the moms.
Exactly. Yes, the mom, a classic one. You need to finish your food, or no Dragon Ball for you.
It's correct.
It's correct. Yeah, that's right. So this is super interesting. Positive and positive is positive. Positive and negative is negative. And negative is positive, similar to mathematics, guys. Jesus Christ. Let's try with another one. Laurita, what will happen? What won't happen this weekend?
Unless I work every day,
Okay.
I won't go the cinema in the weekend.
Excellent. So you are conditioned to work.
Yes.
Ah, that's a good one. Unless I work on the week, I won't go to the cinema. I like it. Good. What about Charlie? Give me one.
Okay, the same.
Yes. Give me an unless example. What won't happen tomorrow?
Okay, I think. In, unless unless I um,
Unless you what?
I think.
You are thinking? Okay. In a moment we come back to Charlie, but that is the secret. Now, I want you to analyze this. We are talking about real consequences, okay? So we are using will, negative won't, no? You can use this for imaginary situations too. So you can say won't, or you can use, what is the negative for would?
Wouldn't.
Exactly, so you can use wouldn't, you can use couldn't, right? So it really depends, similar to yesterday class, it depends on you. You select the context. You take the decision if it's present or past, if it's imaginary or not. Example, unless I didn't save. No, sorry. Unless I saved money in the bank, I would not buy my Tesla. I repeat, unless I save money in the bank, I will not buy my Tesla. This is an imaginary situation. You see? Positive and negative. Do you have one, Caesar? Try to give me one.
Yeah, teacher. I don't know. Unless I eat some chocolate,
Yes.
I wouldn't eat
Okay.
some candies.
Okay, repetition. I don't understand positive, negative. One more time.
Okay, unless I eat chocolate,
Yes.
I wouldn't eat some candies.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Unless I eat chocolate, I wouldn't eat candy. Eliminate candies. You cannot say candy in plural because hashtag English. This is an exception.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Repeat.
Unless I eat chocolate, I
Mhm.
wouldn't eat some candy.
Formula for second conditional. The verb. What is the verb necessary?
Simple verb,
Wrong. In the second conditional, you need the verb in.
past.
Yes. What is the past of it?
Okay. At
What is the past of it?
it is
Uh-huh.
at. No,
Whoa, whoa,
no,
whoa,
no, no, no,
whoa. You need to do your homework.
no.
It. Present.
8.
Eight.
Mm-mm.
8.
8. Exactly.
8. 8. 8.
8.
Complete.
Maybe. And parenthesis here. You didn't write in the vocabulary in unless write the verb in past or the other formula.
It's because it depends. It depends on your context. You select if it's true or not true or
Okay,
imaginary.
yeah. I it's okay.
Try again.
Okay. Unless I eat chocolate,
Watch out. Is this imaginary or true?
imaginary.
You need the formula too.
unless I eat some chocolate.
It is present. You are talking in true.
No, no, the other sentence is in past.
No, the other sentence is would, and would needs a simple verb.
Teacher, you don't understand me because in my example, I use unless I eat chocolate.
Uh-huh.
Um,
This is the condition, no?
yeah, but you say me I need to use verb in past in the second sentence, but
In the second sentence, no.
no, yeah, but you say me that use the verb in past.
In the first sentence, not in the
No, no,
second.
no, no, in the second, because I said in the first time I say I eat no, unless I eat chocolate.
That's a mistake.
Yeah,
The second is correct.
yeah, because I said I wouldn't eat candy.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. The second part
But
is correct.
but you say me no, the verb is in past.
In the first section, not in
No,
the second. The
no, teacher.
second part, Caesar, has would. Yes,
I
and
swear,
it
teacher.
and it's a rule that after would you need a simple form.
Yeah, but I swear, teacher, you said me the second I need the verb in past.
Caesar, you got confused. I said conditional number two, no second part.
But the second part in conditional two, I need the verb in simple form.
Yes. But the first part in conditional number two needs the verb in past.
Okay. Then
That's the
I
mistake.
yeah, I say I change the verbs.
Uh-huh.
No, I changed the simple verb and the past verb.
Okay, so what is the result?
Okay, I unless I ate
Ah,
chocolate,
yes.
ate chocolate, I wouldn't eat candies.
Excellent. Yes, of course. Be careful. You got confused on the conditional number two and the second part. Okay? No, it's number two versus number second. It's very different. I'm trying to give you a formula so you can understand the parts, but at the end, part one has a verb and part two has a verb too. So you need to detect where is the correction, in part
Yeah,
one or part two. You see,
yeah.
this is by observation. Observe your formulas, take take care of the formulas because there is the guide. Okay,
Okay, teacher.
good. So let's give a pause a little bit because Jessie is in the chat. All right, hello Jessie.
Hi, thank you. Good
Hi
night,
girl.
everyone.
Hi girl.
So I will say attendance.
Yes.
Grecia.
Absent.
All right. Hugo.
También, ¿qué crees? Se volvió a desconectar.
Oh, yeah.
Te pasó lo de ayer.
Mhm. Lau.
Present. Good night.
Thank you, Lau. Good night. Benji.
Hello, present.
Hi, Benji. Thank you.
Hi.
Isti.
Hi, Jessie, present.
Hi, Isti. Thank you. Yanis.
Present.
Hi, Yanis. Thank you. Raúl.
I'm here.
Thank you, Raúl. Carlos.
Here.
Hi, Carlos. Thank you. And Cesar.
Easy, I'm here.
Hi, Ces. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you too.
So, that's all. Y le envío el mensaje a Hugo entonces otra vez. Lo
Yes,
contacto.
please. Por favorcito,
Yes.
para ver qué le pasó.
Yes, of course. Thank you, everyone. Have a
Thank you.
nice night.
Bye.
See you.
All right. So there was the thing, unless. Are you ready for the conversation, guys?
Yes, I'm ready.
Excellent. Let's continue talking. Now, you need to use unless, eh? If you have unless, you have bonus points. So let's practice. Okay? Let's go with Charlie. Ask a question to Easty. Let's continue with question number 7. Aha. Action. Go, Charlie. Okay, Charlie is not here. So let's go to Caesar. Caesar, ask Easty. Question number 7.
Okay, teacher. Isti, what will you do if you get bored?
Mm, uh, okay. Unless I'm bored during day,
Okay.
I couldn't I couldn't be boring because I had work.
Interesting. Okay, let's repeat that. I didn't understand.
I repeat.
Yes, please. Because I didn't understand.
Unless I'm boring.
Boring is, for example, the difference between.
Bored is no, bored is different.
It's different. Look at this.
Get
Pronunciation.
bored.
Close. Exactly. Look at this.
Bored. Bored is feel tired. Bored.
When you are bored,
Feel
because
tired.
boring is the other.
Yeah.
The movie, for
Oh.
example.
Is the new adjective for me.
Okay.
Bored.
Bored. Boring is a movie, a situation. And bored is you. You are bored.
Like,
you know.
Bored. Okay. No. Okay. Well, unless I'm bored, I could be.
Okay.
No. It's a negative. No. I couldn't be.
Okay. Unless I am bored.
No. A ver. I couldn't be. It's
Let me help you. Before you say unless, use if. Only if. And after we transform to unless.
It's before if. Okay.
I mean, let's try first with if, and then we transform to unless.
Okay. If I am bored,
Mhm.
I will try to, how do you say, activarse, o no sé cómo
Oh,
decirlo.
you can
En,
use also, you can use get again,
ujú,
but get in a different form. Get active.
get active.
Active. Like
Active.
this. Exactly. Get in this case is not obtain. Get is similar to transform or become.
Okay. Okay. Get active. Get
Mhm.
active.
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 So, complete idea. Tell me. Are you there? Are you there?
Sorry. If I'm bored,
Mhm.
I will try to get active.
That sounds good. Very nice. I try to get active. Is that an imaginary situation, Isti, or a true consequence?
True.
So you need a, what auxiliary do you need? What modal verb?
True.
Mhm.
I
Modal for real future?
a real future. Good.
Wrong. This is imaginary.
Good.
For promises and future is will.
Yes. I say will.
You omitted will.
I will try.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I will try to get active.
Exactly. That's correct. Complete idea.
Okay. If I'm bored, I will try to get active.
Perfect. That sounds better. Caesar, continue the conversation.
Okay. What do you do for get active?
Oh, very good. Eliminate for. What is a connector for verbs?
Do.
Complete.
What do you do to get active?
Perfect.
Okay. I use unless or no.
It depends. You decide. You take a decision. Yes, it's a conversation.
um, uh, unless I'm exhausted.
Okay.
I no.
Probably, yeah. It depends. Probably yes.
I I will I will drink a coffee or an energy drink.
Oh, that is possible. Because unless it's not necessary for a negative auxiliary,
Okay.
so it's probable. So, completely, unless.
Unless I'm tired, oh no, exhausted, no, or unless
Synonym.
I am exhausted, I will drink a coffee or energizer, no, energizer drink,
Energy.
energy
Right.
drink.
Energy. Excellent. That's a good example, eh? Unless I am tired, I will drink a coffee or an energy drink. If I am tired, I go to sleep. No?
Okay.
The difference between unless and if changes the situation.
Okay.
That's a very good one, eh? Very good one. Good, Isti. Excellent conversation. Let's go now to Janice. Isti, ask a question to Janice.
Hello,
Remember.
Janice. What will you do if you don't like the food at home?
Hi, Steve. If I don't like the food at home, I will buy Rappi.
Nice, very good. You don't buy Rappi, you order.
Take an order.
Order. Take is
Take,
different.
okay. I will order in Rappi.
Nice. I like it. Continue the conversation, Isti.
What kind of food do you prefer?
Are we talking about a routine or imaginary in this case?
Possible imaginary?
Exactly. Eliminate do. What is the auxiliary?
Will
Imaginary.
imaginary situation. Good.
Perfect. Now focus
Good.
on the formula for question.
What kind of food would you order?
Excellent. Yes.
I can order hamburger. If of restaurant, no, of if the restaurant is open.
Close. Are you talking about imaginary situation or real consequence?
Imaginary situation.
So you cannot use can.
Will.
Exactly. Repeat.
If the restaurant is open, I can buy
You cannot say
hamburger.
can.
I
Don't
would.
use can. Exactly, I would. The position of would is different, eh? You repeated would. Repetition.
If the restaurant is open,
Exactly.
I will I will order hamburger in Carl Jr.
Very nice. Excellent. Now, if the restaurant is open, is this real or imaginary?
Imaginary.
So you cannot say is. Look at the formula for imaginary.
Will. But was.
Close. Formula for imaginary. Don't use was. What is the other?
Will. May.
No. What is the past of be?
Where?
Yes.
Okay.
Where?
Okay.
Complete.
If the restaurant were open,
Mhm.
I would order hamburger in Carl Jr.
Exactly. That's much better. This is a conditional in past. When you speak in imaginary situation, you need to pay attention on the verbs, Janice. Are you speaking in present, in past, will or would, can or could? It depends. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Nice. Janice, ask a question to Benji. Number 9.
Benji, what will you do if you split up with your partner,
What is a partner?
girlfriend?
Exactly. Girlfriend or boyfriend, no?
Yes.
And what is split up?
Finish
Finish a relation.
a relation.
Very good. Very good. So, Benji, action.
Um, in in
What's the problem?
me reseteé.
Okay.
If I split up with
Okay.
my partner,
Mhm.
I can get other partner.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Very good. That's the attitude, brother. That's and continue the conversation, Yanis.
If you have new partner, in how many months of time you late split up?
Okay, okay. Now let's fix your idea, because I don't understand. The formula is incomplete. One more time.
If you
If you
have a new partner,
okay, comma,
how many time
how many times? Yesterday we learned the question for time. What is the question for time? Anybody help? What is the
How
question
long?
for time?
How long?
How long?
Exactly. Very good. How long?
How long you
Split up.
split up?
Perfect. Is that a question in future or imaginary?
Imaginary.
So you need what auxiliary?
Um, uh, unless no.
Unless it's not an auxiliary, unless it's a connection.
Uh,
Auxiliary for imaginary situation?
wool.
Exactly. So split up is imaginary, no? Because this is the second partner.
Okay.
One more time.
If you have a new partner, will split up?
And the question for time?
How long will split up?
Who?
You.
Uh-huh.
No, Benji.
Again. No, well, the person is you. The person is you.
If you have a new partner, how long will you split up?
Excellent. That's a question, Janice. If you had a new partner, Benji, how long would you split up?
How long would you split up? Oh, a ver,
Next day.
In one day.
if I have new partner, no. If I had new partner, I would split up until he split out me.
Okay. Okay, that's a good strategy. He split up me. Until he split up me. I think when you say split up me, that's impossible. You need to say he break up with me.
Break up with me?
Break up with me, because split up is implicit, you and me, two people. And break up is with a specific person.
Only he break with me.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. If I had a new partner, I would break. No, I would until break with me.
Who?
No. If I had a new partner, I
I give you a strategy. If you can repeat the words that Janice say, and after that, additional information.
If I had a new partner, I would
repeat.
I would split up.
And then the additional information.
I would split up until he break with me.
Exactly, brother. That's correct. That is correct. Very, very nice. Very, very nice.
Okay.
There you have it, guys. Benji, ask a question to Laurita.
I can choose the option 10.
If you want,
the question 10.
Of course.
Okay, Laurita, what will you do if you feel lovely?
Watch out. Lovely is a different thing. It's lonely.
Sorry. Laurita, what will you do if you feel lonely?
Teacher, lonely is same alone?
Exactly. But it's a sensation. It's like, I don't have friends, I don't have,
Okay.
sad.
If I feel lonely, I will look at my friends.
Very good. Continue the conversation, Benji.
I have a question. Is look at my friends or look for my friends?
Look for.
Well, both are possible.
Okay.
Look at is similar to see, and look for is similar to search.
Okay.
So the context is a little different, but the two are possible.
Laurita, what happened if your friends what happened if your friends would I don't know. Yeah. Lorita, what happened unless
Okay.
your friends want to see
who?
To see who? Okay. What happened if your friends unless to see who?
No, to see who? Me, to see Laurita, to see who?
To see you in this
Exactly.
case?
Exactly.
Okay.
One more time.
Mm,
Sorry, Laurita, just a second. Repetition, Benji.
Okay. Laurita, what happened unless your friends unless your friends want to see you.
Exactly. In this case, where do you collocate would? Detect the part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is unless, and part 2 is the would, no? You
No.
inverted the two parts. You are in format number 1. You see? So the collector would, the auxiliary would, is in the first section. What would happen?
Okay.
You see?
Okay, yes.
Complete.
Lorita, what would you happen?
Eliminate you.
Sorry?
Eliminate you. Extra information.
What will happen?
Mhm.
What would happen unless your friends want to see you?
Exactly. Exactly. Laurita, what would happen unless your friends want to see you?
mm, I would be sad.
Mhm.
I would be sad if my friends don't no won't see me
What is the negative for if?
if and unless
Exactly. So try
unless
again.
unless my friends won't no
Oh, you have a double
unless
negative.
my friends see me.
Exactly. Very good. Because if your friends see you, you are going to be happy.
I would be sad.
If your friends see you,
If
you will be happy.
unless my friends
See you?
unless my friends see me,
Mhm.
I would be sad.
Exactly. That is fantastic, guys. Jesus Christ. What a practice, eh? That was a very, very active conversation, guys. Very good. Let's take a note in this moment and let's take a pause so we can continue tomorrow with listening and reading. Do you have any question?
No, teacher.
Let's finish
No, I
then, guys.
don't.
Excellent class, guys. See you tomorrow.
See you. Good
All
night.
right. Have a good
See you
night.
tomorrow. Good night.
See you
Tomorrow.
tomorrow,
Good night, everybody.
bros.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.